Hello guys, my name is Daria and we are here and we're gonna be watching Mafia, the Old Country gameplay trailer. It just released 5 hours ago, and of course I got suggested it right away. So I'm pretty sure I either played both Mafia and Mafia 2 or just Mafia 2. I don't exactly remember, but I definitely played Mafia 2. I started playing Mafia 3 when it came out and maybe played like for an hour or two and just kind of stopped. For no specific reason, just kind of wasn't, I guess, into it as much. But I'm very excited about Mafia 4, specifically because it's the old country. I love Western kind of vibe. I love all of that stuff. So kind of like Red Dead Redemption 2. I've never finished that either, but I played for a while. So this is kind of very interesting to me. I'm Russian, so Mafia is kind of cool to us, close to a home, I guess you could say. And I'm probably the most excited about this game coming out this year. So it is very exciting. I just watched GTA 6 trailer. That was okay, a lot of cutscenes, but this one is actually called gameplay trailer, which probably means we're gonna see some gameplay, which is super exciting. But let's not blah blah blah. Let's just watch. What? This video may be inappropriate for. This is interesting. Intense violence, blood and gore, suggestive themes. Okay. Why did it have that pop-up? That's weird, right?
Come in. Bravery is not common in this world, and so
Is this
loyalty, honor, obedience.
Yeah, this already
They
looks.
set the man apart from the rest. You took care of Messina, but this matter is not yet resolved. Will you help me bring it to a close? Of course.
This is giving me Assassin's Creed vibes as well. Yeah, very Assassin's Creed-esque. Oh damn! What is that car? Oh my god, is this gameplay? No, this has to be a cutscene. Wow, these transitions are crazy. Oh my gosh.
You again.
Okay. A lot of combat. It looks like Soldato. Wait, what did it say? Wait a second. August 8th. Okay. I mean, it's close enough. It's closer than GTA. And I can play on PC. I'm gonna be playing this on PC. Soldato pack. Okay. Okay, I think I'm also gonna watch this video. It also got released today. Developer insights. But yeah, super interesting. So the probably the most interesting thing in Mafia franchise, for me at least, was the fact that we could like expand our Mafia, if that makes sense. I don't really particularly see what I remember from Mafia 2 is that you can like progress and gain allies and kind of take over other Mafia leaders and like take over their businesses and stuff like that. And that was the most exciting part for me. I don't really see anything like that here. I mean, obviously this is a short trailer again, and I mean, even though it says gameplay trailer, there have been, I feel like, a few cutscenes as well, and it is still pretty short. Like in the beginning, that's still a cutscene.
Come in. Bravery is not coming.
I'm not gonna lie, this guy looks just like the character I play with in Mafia 2. Because I think in Mafia 2 you can actually create the character. That's what I remember. And you can create and make him look the way you like. So he looks very similar to this one.
In this world, Enzo, loyalty, honor.
Yeah, this is giving me major Red Dead Redemption, Assassin's Creed, very, very similar vibes.
Obedience. They set the man apart from the rest. You took care of Messina, but this matter is not yet resolved. Will
Yeah,
you
this
help me
is
bring it
again
to a close?
Assassin's Creed,
Of course, tanto risi.
of course. This is crazy. Like the camera movements, if that's gameplay, that's crazy to me. You see how the camera moves? That's a cutscene, right? That one was like a crazy transition. Okay, here we are on a horse. So obviously we can ride a horse, we can ride a car. Again, a horse, Red Dead Redemption, nothing new, nothing we haven't seen before, you know. And that's probably my biggest concern for this. I feel like they're just trying to kind of make it very similar to those games. And I don't know, can they top those games? We'll see. This, again, it looks cool, technically. But this is kind of the deal we already had in Uncharted 4. The whole like fighting people while moving on cars. So we already had all of this, and I feel like, at least for me, I already seen this, and I want something different now. Like, there's just, you know.
You again.
Okay, a lot of combat. I also don't really see how that was a gameplay. That just looked like a cutscene. Okay, maybe there's some kind of slow-mo gameplay whenever you fight. But yeah, I mean, like I said, nothing really super, like, you know, to a point where I'm like, oh my god, like I cannot wait. I just hope that it's gonna be better than Mafia 3, because for me, like I said, I couldn't, like, it has to be a good story for me. If the story is kind of lacking, I would be like, And so that's what I was talking about. Like in the Mafia, I think it was Mafia 2, you were kind of starting off in the low ranks, and then you like progressed, and then at the end you were like pretty, like almost like a boss. And that's what I liked, and I just don't see anything like that here. And that's probably my biggest concern, that we're just gonna, it's gonna be just like Assassin's Creed, so you have like missions, but you're not really progressing, or like gaining authority over other businesses, you know. So I don't know. I hope it's actually like, it is supposed to be Mafia, so it's supposed to be like Mafia gangs fighting against each other, and like if you defeat one Mafia gang, like you take over their stuff, and that's what I want. I don't want this to be just like Red Dead Redemption, Assassin's Creed, or GTA. I want this to be Mafia, okay? And I just hope that that's what we're gonna get. And let's watch now the other trailer, or not the trailer, but like the other video that they posted today, which is Breaking Omerta. What's Omerta? Developer Insights. Let's watch that and see what they tell us. Maybe they'll tell us more information.
Mafia: The Old Country is an origin story for the Mafia universe, and as such, is both a step forward and a return to the fundamentals of the franchise.
Origin?
The heart of Mafia has always been deep, immersive storytelling, and Mafia: The Old Country is no exception. It's a premium experience in the vein of early Mafia games, with a linear narrative set against a stunning, authentic backdrop of 1900s Sicily.
Okay. I would like some more information, you know? Not just the same thing that talking about the same things that they already showed.
We've taken the action and we've put our story in rural Sicily, in the place where the Mafia began.
You really feel like you're transported into another time. It feels really unique and different, but yet really familiar. Players are really going to enjoy that aspect of it.
Our entry point for making these crime...
Yeah, I feel like familiar because it is so much like Red Dead Redemption and Assassin's Creed. And like I said, these kind of settings we played a lot of games in, and I almost feel like I should have enjoyed it more if it was still in America. I understand apparently it's like a origin story, so is this how it supposedly started? So we're not really like what's the word? We're not really gonna like progress how we would in the previous games, because it's origin story, so it's not like there's already like a leader, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just kind of scared about that. Like, I feel like it's just gonna be missions that are not really, I just hope that we actually gonna like gain more authority, if that makes sense. Like the weapons will become better, like, you know, the outfits will become better or something like that. And just kind of things like that, you know, because that's what really what I enjoyed in those games.
Dramas is always the protagonist. We wanted to make sure that our main character, Enzo Favara, lives up to the standard which we've set in the past, and I hope in some ways even exceeds that.
All of the men in this room
He's hot.
are
That's the
down by
standard.
Enzo grows up in a sulfur mine. He's one of a bunch of children that are sold to the mine owners at
What?
this point in history in Sicily. Their life expectancy is short, and they're essentially seen as disposable.
Enzo turns to crime as a means to make something of himself. The odds are stacked against him. So
Okay.
he sees an opportunity for himself to gain some status, to gain some respect.
Okay.
I wish to commit to this family. I do.
Swearing the oath is the chance for him to finally be accepted. He's found a family. It's the thing he's been searching for his entire life, but it comes at a cost.
I think players are in for an emotional roller coaster. The high stakes of the Mafia life present opportunities for us.
All right, so this is what I wanted. So kind of like being part of the family, right? So obviously there's gonna be some drama there. Probably somebody's gonna betray somebody, you know, and then we have to go against the leader of our family or something like that. That's what it always has been, and that's what I want. I want drama. I want a good story, like not something that they already did before. I don't want Assassin's Creed. I want story.
Sure. We wanted our gameplay to be immersive, to have a life or death kind of vibe. So when players are in a knife duel, when they're in a gunfight, they're genuinely fearing for their lives.
My flesh must burn like this saint
What does that mean exactly?
if I do not keep my oath.
Ot. What is this accent?
Bringing 1900 Sicily to life for us, it infuses every aspect of the development. It's about the characters, it's about the music, it's about the story, it's about the setting, it's about the vistas, it's about the vehicles, it's everything. It always starts with research, it
looks
always
like
starts with
Enzo
immersing
constantly
ourselves
changing his
in the subject
hairstyle.
matter. So whether that's reading every
The Mafia that we see in Mafia: The Old Country is much different than the Mafia that we see in some of the other Mafia games. It's a time-honored tradition steeped in secrecy, and there's this sort of deep honor that we see within the Teresi family and within the characters there.
The characters' relationships with each other.
The visuals and the storytelling are absolutely next level.
Our setting's completely distinctive. Our story's completely unique. This is a game that you haven't played before. The best crime stories have unforgettable twists, and this game's no exception. Players are in for a treat.
Welcome, Enzo.
Okay. So it's still a Mafia family. It's just, I guess, I just don't see how it's an origin story. Because it's still a certain Mafia family. They definitely explained a little bit more, but it almost like it almost seems like they said a lot of things, but and at the same time didn't really say much, if that makes sense. So yeah, I guess, I mean, we will just have to wait. I probably wouldn't be reacting to any other trailers or anything like that, or if for example, if they release like a bigger gameplay video, I probably wouldn't be watching that because I want to be surprised when I play it. So yeah, I will definitely be playing this on my PC when it's released. I'm super excited, but also kind of nervous that it will be very similar to other games that I've played, and I just want Mafia. Like, I don't want this to be different. Like, I don't want when they said, oh, it's gonna be different than any other Mafia game. I don't want it to be different. I want it to be just like Mafia 2, but better, with better graphics, better story, better characters. Like, that's really what we want. Because if you change a lot about a game, then it's a completely different game. It's not Mafia anymore, you know? But hopefully this kind of made me feel a little bit better. Obviously the graphics are amazing, you know, but other than that, other than the graphics, I am not like right now like super like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like GTA 6, yes. Like that, even the cutscenes look so crazy to me. But this is kind of just like, we will have to see kind of deal. So if you would like to see me playing this game, please subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I really think you should check out this video. I think you would really like it. You seem like a person that would really enjoy this video. You should also subscribe since you're already here, you know. Like, I also have another channel where I react to movies and TV shows, and it's a lot of fun, so check that out as well.